What is good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Amazon video. In today's video, we are talking about peak 2021. The fact that I have to talk about this so far into the 2022 year is pretty disturbing, but that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about is peak finally over and pretty much how things are going at my facility. And I kind of want to see what you guys are doing at your facility. You know, is it still busy? Are you guys still getting MET? I want to talk about all of that today. But before we get started, I do want to say, go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. We are just 9 followers away from 100 followers on Instagram. So be my 100th follower. Go ahead and hit the link in the description below or follow me right here at Nathan Padilla. Go ahead and check that out and follow me so we can get 100 followers and join my Discord if you haven't already as well. We're also almost at 100 followers over there too, or at 100 members. We have, I think, 92 right now. So go ahead and be my 100th member in the Discord and let's get started. So finally, I saw just, I think last week or the week before, for the first time ever, it was 2 weeks ago now, for the first time in, I don't know, maybe 4 months, maybe 3 or 4 months or something like that, we saw VTO for the first time in a long time. Now, we only saw VTO once for that entire week, but I took it. I was like, we're already getting, because this was like during the holiday, this was during the MLK holiday period, so I already knew I was getting 8 hours of holiday pay there, and that day they offered 8 hours of VTO. I took it for the first time in a few months. I took it. I was like, what? We're finally getting VTO, and I took it. I was super excited. And then the following week, which was last week, we got a bunch of VTO. I think I almost got VTO'd, I think almost every single day except for Friday. So I worked Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday, 8 hours of VTO. Thursday, I worked most of my shift, and then around 12 p.m. they offered VTO. So I only worked like half of my shift. And then Friday, I didn't get any VTO, unfortunately. But Saturday, they offered VTO the night before, and I took the entire shift off. Now, I usually don't take VTO, to be honest, but I think this is going to be my last time being able to take VTO for a while. With things changing in life, I'm kind of taking advantage of this opportunity to just take VTO for this entire week, or last week technically. So I did take VTO last week, and this week I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some VTO as well. And it's crazy to me. We're finally seeing VTO after so long, and there's so many reasons for this VTO coming, but you know how happy I am to finally say that peak is finally coming to an end. I hope I don't jinx that, but I believe truly that peak is finally coming to an end. The thing that really bothers me though is that it is the end of January, it is almost February, and I'm somehow still talking about peak. That is really disturbing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's very disturbing, the fact that I have to talk about peak in the end of January. I shouldn't even have mentioned peak in the last couple of weeks, but like everyone knows, if you're working at Amazon, we all know every location has been getting MET. Every location has been getting a bunch of VET for the past couple, like since October or November. Everyone for like several weeks on end has been getting MET, and it is crazy. This was definitely the craziest peak ever, especially for me, the craziest peak I've ever worked, because we've never had so much MET before. It went from all the way from the middle of November all the way until damn near the middle or end of January, which is just so crazy. I cannot believe peak got extended until this long, but I'm super happy to finally say that at least at my location, it's coming to an end. I keep saying my location, but I also do know that this is going on for a lot of locations. I even asked on a poll a couple of days ago on the community tab of my YouTube channel, how many of you guys are getting MET still, and over half of you said that y'all are no longer getting MET at all. And then there was like 30% that did say they were getting MET, and then the rest did say that they no longer, I mean, they don't work at Amazon at all. But for 30% of the people to be getting MET still, that's kind of a lot of people still, especially towards the end of January. But at least over half of us are no longer getting MET, which is an amazing thing to say. And then I've also seen on the Amazon subreddit a lot too that it's not just my location that's getting VTO. I've seen it for a lot of people in the Amazon subreddit that a lot of people are getting a bunch of VTO. Some people, even people in my Discord have screenshotted their VTO and sent it in, and it is a list of like 2 weeks in advance. So some locations are getting 2 weeks in advance, and that's half a month worth of VTO before those dates even come. My location's only offering them the day before or the day of. I've seen people getting offered VTO 2 weeks ahead of time, which I have never seen before. So it's getting really slow at a lot of locations. Now, for my location specifically, I do know a few reasons on why this is happening. One, they mass hired like crazy at my location. I don't know about you guys' location. I know a lot of locations are doing this, but we hired a lot of new employees. There is a ton of new employees at Amazon lately. Almost every single week I've seen a huge group of new hires. So we did a massive mass hire at my location. So we have a lot of new employees, And we have so many employees now that there's not even enough room for stations. Every day we come in, there's at least like 20 people who are stowing, and they don't have a station. Every single station in the whole entire warehouse is filled, so we have nothing to do. We're just sitting around. Like I remember one day, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, there was one day when I was just sitting around for like 5 hours. They had me go sit in the break room until a station was available, which was crazy, especially because that was like a week after we had MET. So I was like, damn, I guess it's getting slow now. But we hired so many people that there's not even enough room for stations. So there's just a lot of people getting VTO'd for that reason. Definitely the mass hires, and I know this is going around the whole entire country as well. There's definitely a lot of mass hires going on. So with that being said, there's a lot of VTO because of that, because Amazon is just, you know, they're being cautious. You know, they don't want to go back to how it was a couple of months ago, like maybe like a month ago, when a lot of people were getting hit with the Omicron variant. Now we've finally hired enough employees to where if that kind of stuff happens again, we'll be prepared, which makes me super happy to finally be prepared and not feel understaffed all the time at Amazon. It's really, really great. I'm so thankful that my location mass hired, and I know a lot of others did, and I'm so happy for that. I think another thing that is making it a little bit slower now, and the reason that peak is pretty much over for most locations, and the reason that there is still a lot of VTO now, is mainly just because it's slowing down. A lot of orders have been slowing down lately. When I've been going to work, there's been nothing but big items, not really much work to do sometimes. I remember like a couple weeks ago, I was just sitting there and the sled was completely empty, and I remember I went a whole entire first period, so like a whole entire 2 or 3 hours where I literally didn't do anything. There was nothing to do. I was just sitting on my station. I got there, I finished all of my work, and then that was it. My sled was empty for the whole entire time, and it was a pretty easy day. It was very, very boring and still easy at the same time though, but that has definitely contributed to such a slow period at Amazon. Now, I want to know how you guys are doing. I want to know if your location is still offering MET. Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you guys still getting MET? I'm so sorry if y'all are still getting MET. I still do see some comments saying we're still getting MET, and I feel so bad for y'all. I hope that the MET ends soon, but let me know what your side is doing. Are y'all finally getting VTO? I've seen so many subscribers say that they're getting VTO finally, and that they've been getting spammed VTO. Some people are getting so much VTO that when they get there, the managers are just begging them to take VTO. So I know most locations now are finally getting VTO. A lot of people hired, and a lot of sites have slowed down a lot. I just kind of wanted to do a discussion video. Is peak finally over for you? I know for my location, I think that I can confidently say that for my location, and even for most locations, I think peak 2021 is finally over. Again, I still can't believe I'm saying this towards the end of January. I should have been saying that right when January hit. I should have been saying peak is over, but somehow we got an extra month extended onto peak, but it's finally over now, I believe. So I'm super happy about that. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about all of this. Let me know how your site is doing. Is it slow? Are you still getting MET? Are you getting VTO? Did they hire a bunch of people? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of talk about peak and finally talk about and discuss, is peak finally over? Again, I do think it is over, and I'm super happy about that, at least for most locations. But I'm gonna end that video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I have some cool posts on there. I'm gonna be posting a lot more on there this year. I plan to post a bunch of pictures on there this year, so go ahead and follow me if you haven't already. I know previously I didn't really use it that often, but if you saw in one of my previous videos, I did show some screenshots. I'll go ahead and show them right here again as well. Go ahead and follow those. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.